Okay, so these are two turbo cores. One is the OEM, I believe, from Nissan Navara. So what you do, you just check here. There is a little bit of play. If you can just look at this guy. In fact, it's not even a little, but it's a lot. It's a lot of play that you can see from this guy. So that's the difference between that one and then the second. This is the new one. So just ensure that before you dirty it, you make sure that you compare it correctly if it's the right thing. When it comes to turbo cores, we're looking at a couple of things. This is the OEM on this side. This is the aftermarket that has been bought, so it's cheaper to buy a turbo core in order to just replace it instead of just having a brand new complete turbo. Or sometimes the price of getting a turbo core is cheaper than having it rebuilt. But here, what you want to look out for, you want to look out for these shaft plate that we call here. This is shaft plate, so that will cause oil to seep through, or even water if the turbo is water cooled as well, to seep through your exhaust side. And then so you just want to make sure that you compare it if it's the same thing, and then you're gonna fit that inside your car. So this one has literally got no shaft play, but this one does. So it's got that shaft play that goes on inside there, if you can see the base there. So you just want to make sure of that. So that's how you tell that your turbo is shot. You need a new one by checking the shaft play. This is from a Nissan Navara 2.5. It's the YD25 engine, and so just going to be fitting in the new one on there. So I just wanted to do a quick video to show you how to tell the difference. Obviously we need to clean it up. So ideally you want to make sure that you put in a brand new gasket over there. You also want to put in a new O-ring seal over there. So ensure that we've got proper sealing on the turbo. So that's what you got there on there. This one, what caused the damage is they had silicone inside the feed line, the oil feed line, and so that killed the turbo. But you see that it's also had some gasket issues over here. So yeah, so I just wanted to show you guys that this is how you're able to check these turbo cores. Make sure it goes on properly. That's another thing, very important. Memorize and mark, if you can, take pictures of the clocking to ensure that you put the turbo in the same orientation that it was in. Otherwise you're going to have issues with pipe, and especially because the old one is the one with the markings of the bolts like here, and the new one doesn't have that. It's still brand new. So just check that, and then you'll be able to be back up sorted again. One more thing, guys, I just want to show you here on the vanes. This is stuff that you want to clean off with a brake cleaner to ensure that these vanes must move very flexibly. Otherwise it's going to have issues opening and closing the vanes. Like these ones are actually having trouble moving, so they just move very difficulty. So what you just want to do, clean this off with brake cleaner to ensure that when this new turbo goes on here, you don't have any issues. And again, please make sure that you put this guy directly where he should, to ensure the moving of the vanes to be with ease and to be back to the way it was. So I'm going to be cleaning this off with brake cleaner. The compressor side of the housing of the turbo, that I can even use water just to make sure that it's absolutely clean, because it's got some oil inside there. So I'm going to make sure that it's absolutely cleaned out properly, and then we can be able to take it from there. So but this needs to be moving properly to ensure that we don't have any other issues, over boost or under boost. all those things. All right. Guys, so as you can see, I've cleaned this veins. It's not more black, and main thing that you just want to make sure of is that it moves so easily like this, you know, so they can see the veins inside. They move. They just came out there now, but you want to make sure that it moves freely like this, and to avoid any issues, you know. So it must be moving very flexible here, so it mustn't struggle to open up and close the veins. Otherwise the actuator itself is going to struggle, and you're going to have boost issues, over boost or under boost. So yeah, so now it's ready to go in. I put it exactly where I found it. You can use certain markings here to, like in my case, I used this one. You see over here there's this dot, so I knew where this goes, where the actuator controls this guy here, controls it here. So I use that to mark it there. All the wheels are back in place, and so yeah, it's ready to tie in. So now I'm just bolting it in.